Get crazy, get wild, let's party, get loud. If you wanna have fun and do something, if you wanna have fun and do something.
Hey everyone, it's Thursday on Don't Hate Collaborate. Don't hate collaborate. We're in my kitchen. Yay! Please forgive my outfit. It was really cold today, so I got home and felt like wearing something cozy. So I'm in my pajama pants and my favorite sweatshirt. Oh yeah, and me and Jess are really sorry about last week. I'll put what the reasoning for that is in the description down there. I am making chocolate chip pumpkin bread today. Since it's October and pumpkin kind of seems like the theme. Vegetable? Maybe it's a fruit. It's a plant. Yeah, it's the month theme plant thing. Let's get started. First thing I always do is wash my hands. You have to take 2 separate bowls. It doesn't really matter the size. They just have to be 2 different bowls. For this chocolate chip pumpkin bread, you will need 1 cup of sugar, 2 large eggs, a half a cup of any type of pudding. I usually use vanilla, but today I'm using chocolate to try and see what it tastes like. So, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/3 a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 1 1/2 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. I just read the title of this one. You really could have any type of flour you want. I don't really think it matters. 1/4 a cup of oil. I use vegetable oil. I think it's, I don't know. And boom! The best part! The pumpkin. You need 1 can of this. If you want a bigger serving of this, you can double everything I just said, but I cut the recipe in half, so that's what I'm doing because I don't really have a big family, so. And my favorite part, Nestle milk chocolate chips. I use Nestle because I like Nestle, so you could use any chocolate chips you want. I really don't think it matters, but yeah, so yummy! I'm trying to figure out how to work my can opener. This is very difficult technology. Oh, it's falling apart. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way, like this. You open it up. By the way, it took me like 10 minutes to figure out how to work this one, this hand one. Alright, then you just keep going till this is all good. Here we go, almost there. Thing done. There you go. Pull this off. I'd go with this, unless you're smart and know how to use that one. Yeah. It smells delicious. Smell it. Smell it. I'm gonna buy this candle. Pumpkin candle. The larger bowl that you are using is for the pumpkin. While they run out. You hear the sound effects. Yeah. I just found out you do not use the whole can of pumpkin. You use 1 cup of the pumpkin that's in the can. You probably will have like a half of the can left. Just saying. The larger bowl is also for the pudding. I just found out also that one of these snack packs of pudding is 1/4 of a cup. So you just put that in. Get some in there. Also, 1/4 of oil goes inside the larger bowl. 1 cup of salt that has pumpkin on the side. 1 cup of salt. I mean, not salt. Ew, that would be gross. 1 cup of sugar. I meant sugar. They look similar, but sugar tastes better, I think. Alright, 1 cup of sugar goes in there. Yep. Also, your 2 large eggs go inside there. Yep. And you mix those ingredients all together in your large bowl as seen what I'm doing. It should look something like that. That looks tempting. Now for the smaller bowl, which is my red bowl, I would call it the drier ingredients. You put the 1.5 cup of flour, the 1/3 a tablespoon of salt, 1/3 people. Yeah. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, ground cinnamon, and half a tablespoon of baking soda. Now you mix these dry ingredients all together. Now you have to add your dry ingredients to your scrumptious looking wet ones. So you get the idea. You kind of just have to mix all your dry and wet ingredients together. When you're done mixing them all together, this spoon that you're using will have a lot of your stuff on it, and it'll kind of be like stealing your stuff if you put it in the sink. So you take one of these white things. I'm really not sure what they're called. Moms and dads know what it's called. It's not really anything special. Just thought I'd give you that little tip. Now, the funnest part of it all, you get to add your chocolate chips. Alright, I was trying, couldn't do it. Just cut it with a scissor. Try not to hurt yourself. Now you take, it says to put 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. But if you're like me, you love chocolate. So you just go ahead. This is not a measuring cup. I just filled it up to wherever I want. You dump your chocolate chips right on in there. Mix your chocolate chips in with your pumpkin. If it looks like there's enough chips in with the pumpkin, then you're good. But I love my chocolate. So I don't know what I've been calling this recipe, but it's bread. So you take your parents or whoever is watching this, you yourself, probably have one of these. It's just a loaf thing. So you take your white thing and this looks like a little bit, like I was just thinking to myself, this is not a lot. It's a loaf pan. Almost done. My oven is preheated. That was weird. Well, my oven is preheated. And then this stuff will also have it on there. I just flatten it all out. Like I showed you, you first gotta wash your hands so that you will be able to take all this off and add it to your masterpiece. And this is what it should look like all flattened out. Don't lick it off your fingers. I just had to learn the hard way. Ew. Now you gotta wash your hands again. See, this is why I don't suggest licking your fingers. You open your oven, which is now preheated to 350 degrees. My oven has 3 layers. You can't really see it, but it has 3 layers. So I put it on the middle one because I feel like everything cooks better on there. I lowered the camera so you could see how I see it. Oven light. There's my beautiful piece. You put it in the oven for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Depending on your oven, the altitude you're at, it will take around 1 hour. Or until you take a toothpick, stick it into the middle of the loaf of chocolate chip pumpkin bread, and it comes out clear. No icky stuff on it. Like, it just comes out clear. Now you set your timer. I would say at least an hour, so that in an hour you could just check it. Oh my gosh, there's a spice called Victoria. Now it's cleanup time. Clean up every... My kitchen's a mess. Speed motion.